Hello, my name is Isis Felder, and this is my presentation for Free Alabasta. As you can see inside of the little circle there, these are characters from One Piece. And this is a movie from One Piece that a lot of people might not know it's a movie because One Piece is a very long series and this is also included inside of the series. This movie is actually called One Piece, the Desert Princess, and the Pirate's Long Adventures in Alabasta. Of course, it's an action movie. There's a lot of fighting going on, but during this particular time, I wanted to explain some of the wars that have been going on inside the kingdom and had people fighting amongst themselves. So let's get into it. Words for the wise. So, just a little bit of backstory. This is where Luffy, the guy in the straw hat, is talking to Vivi about, her unrealistic goals for this war. Luffy says, Vivi, you're hoping we can get out of this with no one dying, right? Not one of us. And not one of the citizens. You're living in a dream world. I mean, Vivi's responding with all of her heart, basically asking, like, what's wrong with not wanting people to die? And I mean, in the end, that happens. And I wanted a lot of people to understand that, these are two different people trying to connect together and stop a war from happening. These people are in the background, they're fighting, they're trying to kill each other, and other people are just trying to survive. And that just shows to speak. Like, personally, how far are you willing to go for your own morals? Would you die for them? Would you help a friend out that's in need, which is just money, or does it go further into that extent? Um, in the background, you might see like these people are in war with each other. It's basically Luffy's crew going up against some of the bad guys that are portrayed inside of this character. And really, these bad people right here aren't any of the civilians that are fighting amongst themselves. It's the people that are behind in the mastermind of all the plans that have gone through. So, after the war is ending, then we're getting into something a little bit deeper that maybe a lot of people don't understand about the connections between, an anime movie and real life. Because there's a lot of people that ask these questions. Like, what does that have to do with me? And how does this help me out? Or that's nothing to do with it. And if you read right here about what the king says and really think hard about what's going on inside of the movie, if you've ever seen it before, if you haven't, war is something that happens. And it's not something that's very easily avoided. And back in the past, there was plenty of people who have been to war, like World War II and World War One, and have seen the Pearl Harbor go crashing down and the Twin Towers, like 9/11. These things are very serious. And although these people were fighting amongst themselves, I feel like these words are still true. You can't just mourn and never really get the concept of what's going on around you. During that 9/11, a lot of people lost, and not very many people realized how hurt they were feeling. Some people felt like it wasn't okay to hurt. Some people took an extended period of time to hurt. And I feel like the best that you can ever do inside of war or really life, get into a fight, an argument with your friend or your parents or anybody, the best thing you can do is move forward and keep moving forward the best way you can. This right here is what marks the end of the movie, basically. Luffy and his gang, they're pirates. So inside of this anime, pirates are illegal and they should go to jail. They're scrutinized. They're never really the good guys. So as far as the news is released and the military is concerned, these are bad people and they were the ones there to take over Alabasta and ruin their lives. Like, they're just all around bad people, but in reality, they're not. And by the end of the movie, Vivi is the princess. She's out there making a speech to her people, but she's really outside with a speaker that connects to the whole system so everybody can hear. And she asks them if they'll remain friends. And that's really meaningful because although some people think that you're a bad person, that doesn't mean everybody gets you as a bad person. Even if you make one mistake, some people make hundreds. That doesn't mean it's the end of the world. And although you might not be able to go far away with them, because I know a lot of people are in college, they don't get to see their high school friends or their best friends and talk all the time, that doesn't mean that you're not friends anymore. And the things that you go through with people in your life means that you are going to keep up the good work, and you guys are going to keep up making these friendships or even making more friendships. Some of you might realize to the title that it actually says Marks and it's italicized. That is because at the end of the movie, which marks the end, they're explaining themselves and listening to Vivi pour her heart out. And this is how they show the true symbol of their friendship. Everything that they went through, and they all end in this pose right here, just to show. And I just wanted to let you guys know that just because it's an animated movie or it's not exactly your cup of tea or it's not very hysterical, there's a lot of good pointers in the animes and they all regard to life experience, at least the ones that I've watched. Thank you so much.